Good job, Hank. Thank you. All right. So Hank, coming in, there's a few things we want to talk through in terms of your overall snapping that we're going to work on and fix with you today, okay? Number one is overall you're a little bit compact. It's like you're making yourself a little small on the field in the stance. We want to make you as big and aggressive, normal to your body size as possible, right, when you're facing an opponent. So we're going to open up that stance, make you bigger. Number two, Cullen says bring your feet in and shift your knees out. You might be a tad wide, but I think what we want to try to do, rather than changing your stance width, just rotate your heels inward slightly. We have found that when we give snappers a slightly toes out setup, it's a really stable base, easy to balance, and it also helps us channel that leg drive back through the hips so that the lower body is contributory to the snapping acceleration and power. Does that make sense? Okay. Another thing you can do is as you set up over the ball and set your feet, sit down and then push your knees out over your toes. Not a ton, but just out comfortably. And that's going to maximize the operating room between the legs without necessarily getting your stance too wide. Very importantly, no matter what your stance is, you want the load bearing on the quadriceps. If you get a lot of tension and tightness in the hip flexors, that is going to slow you down. You're going to fight through that tension, and you're going to waste a lot of time and energy doing so. So we don't want that to happen. Okay? Go ahead and line up facing the camera real quickly, and I want to just document what your stance looks like. We definitely want to see the knees a little wider than the shoulders, so we know you've got operating room to come down and through with that ball. Okay? Go ahead and grab it and set up. Okay? Load bearings on the quads. Does that feel comfortable? Okay, good job. Go ahead and stand up, go back where you were. I'm going to talk you through the rest, and we're going to put you on camera and do some things. Okay. Being compact means when you're just a little bit small, okay? And what we want to do, we want the head-to-tail platform, the spine aligned. We want to get that pretty lined out, because the straighter and longer you can extend the spine, the more leverage you're going to have. The easier it's going to be to balance, you know, distributing weight in front of and back of the center of gravity and that type of thing, okay? You're a little footed, okay? And so flat-footed is not going to win any competitions in football, right? You're going to get beat by people who are balanced on the balls of the feet and more mobile. So the other problem that results with that, it's not marked on your chart, but a lot of times if your leg drive is only going to be straight up and down like you do in hack squats. And we need that leg drive back from the balls of the feet through the hips slightly so that it can go towards our target. It can converge with the upper body energy going down the spine and all be directed back, okay? So we're gonna bring you forward and get you balanced a little bit. It's a little bit low. We talk about this shoulders to hip slope angle. The arrow point of where your upper and lower body meet should be pointed straight at your target, because that's where the energies need to go to direct the ball. If that arrow points up in the air, that can cause you some problems. And I think as a result of that, this is probably what's happening falling forward at the finish. You're flat-footed and you're low on the front relative to the back. So as you drive through and come through, you finish with most of your weight forward of your center of gravity, so you're falling forward slightly at the end. All of those things are actually very quickly and easily remedied by getting you set up right. So we're going to do that 3-step stance optimization and then see if there's any other tuning we need to do. Okay? Hop in there. Let me know when you're ready, and I'm going to pull you forward and let you lean on the ball, okay? You ready? Okay, first thing, go ahead and lean on it when you need to. I'll pull you forward. That gets your knee bend to 90 degrees or less, which is what we want. Straightens the back and fully extends the arms. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to raise you up, maximizing your operating room under the torso. Then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to push you back in the hips towards your target till your heels touch the ground, your knees are over the toes, and you're in a good, solid, balanced, neutral position. Now give it a throw. Let's see what happens. A lot of power, good take-through. How'd that feel for you? Good. Okay. What we basically did, we made you bigger in the stance. Did you feel like you had a lot more space? When you get a helmet and pads on, you're going to really appreciate having that room to operate, because you're going to be a lot more restricted, you know, in terms of space available for the motion. Let's do that one more time. This time I'm just going to let you set up. Now you were coming in, you were a little compact. I thought that you were a little bit underextended. You didn't have the ball very far in front of you. You had a lot of arm bend, okay? So what I'm going to do is pull that ball out. I'm going to raise up your head-to-tail platform a little bit and then sit you down so we get those knees over the toes. We're flattening out this shoulders to hip slope angle a little bit because you're a blind snapper. You want to be pretty horizontal to the ground in the starting position. Go ahead and give it another hard throw. Let it go. Okay, now that I had you down too long, let's grab those footballs, let's do a couple more reps, and then we'll answer any questions you may have. I'll three-step you once, I'll adjust you once, and then we'll turn you loose on a big snap, okay? Oh, absolutely. Colin, did you call it in by any chance? Sounds good, thank you. You ready? Okay, pull you forward, raise you up. I won't keep you down so long this time. Push you back and in. You comfortable? Solid and balanced? Give it a good hard throw with both hands. Let her rip. That's coming along, okay? Now, I think we might improve your grip with your left hand. It's your guide hand or your secondary throwing. You can actually throw with both hands since it's centered on your body. Get your left hand and get your grip on that. Now let go with this hand. Hold it from above. That's the fingertip pressure you need to be able to accelerate and control the ball. Now get your other hand on it. I don't usually let you do this. It's set up in your stance, and let's snap one. Throw with two hands. I want thumbs to the sky through the leg. Snap those wrists at release. Give me 5 with that left hand as you come through. There it is. You see what a difference that makes? Awesome. Grab the balls one more time and we'll wrap it up. One minute to hurdle drill, okay? All right, here we go. All right, so now I'm just going to show you how I adjusted you basically. We're a little underextended, a little compact, a little under down, a little flat-footed. So we brought the ball out, shifted the weight so the knees are over the toes for perfect balance. We raised your front end a little bit, okay, not your back end, relative to the back, kind of flattens you out. Does that feel comfortable? Okay, strengthen the grip on the guide hand. Let her rip. That is a thing of beauty right there. How's that feel? Okay. Good power there. Are you feeling any tension in the arms or anything? Okay. You don't want to get so far out that you get tense and tight. Again, the same principle as the hip flexors. But that looks awesome. Do you have any questions? Okay. Why don't you set up and just rip one? You can always improve leg drive and gut crunch. You know the power drills. You know the snapping uphill stuff. So we've been through that, and we'll run you through power drills. You did power drills this morning, so you've been through it. Okay. Just let her rip. Remember, we're elevating the front end a little bit. Okay, extending the ball a little further, shifting your weight forward so your knees are over your toes and you feel like you're balanced on the balls of your feet. That is the best snapping I've ever seen you do. Let's get back to work with the group. That's awesome. All right, Hank. So we were just getting you kind of less compact, making sure your knees are over the toes for balance. You were a little flat-footed, now you're a little forward. Let's get you perfect. You got decent arm extension. You feel big and comfortable in the stance. Let her rip with two hands. Looking pretty good. All right, we're rolling. Make sure everything's optimized. Remember, don't sit back on your heels. Knees over the toes for balls of your feet balanced. Not underextended, not overextended. Don't be small in the stance, okay? Give it a good rip. Really looking good, Hank. I'm in